Local news that matters. This is KSEE 24 News at 11.
I feel really bad for the family, for the babies, the wife.
The 18-year-old driver accused of hitting and killing a Clovis vice principal out on bail tonight. Neighbors recalling the moments before he was taken into custody. And tonight, a wildfire burning in Ahwahnee, forcing mandatory evacuations at this hour. 250 acres scorched. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Megan Roop. We start with that breaking news. The Oak Fire started just before 4 p.m. It's burning near Lonesome Oak Lane and Bissett Station Road in Ahwahnee. Officials say it is 10% contained at this hour. Stay with us. We'll have a live report coming up in minutes. In the South Valley, Visalia police get into a shootout with an armed robber. This after officials say the suspect's family kicks him out of the house. It all started just after 3 this afternoon. Police say they heard gunshots as they approached the AM/PM on Lover's Lane. That's when officials say the suspect ran out with a bunch of cash in his hands. Police say the suspect fired several rounds inside the convenience store, but no one inside was injured. Officers saying they confronted the armed robber as he came out, and he started running, turning, and firing 2 shots at police. Investigators say officers fired at least 3 rounds, injuring the suspect in the shoulder area. Police say the man is in stable condition and no officers were hit. Family members of that suspect say his name is 22-year-old Roman Escarza. They say the whole incident was sparked when Escarza was kicked out of the family's house for being intoxicated. One of the clerks inside that store, though, says he's lucky to be alive after the suspect fired several rounds near his face.
He said, "Give me the money, give me the money." And then he still did another 2 shots to scare him even more. And I guess he shot right, like 1 shot on this side, 1 shot on that side, on the side of the face to even scare him. And he grabbed the money, and then customers from the videos, like the customers just took cover behind chips cases. That's what we did too.
Visalia police say it's remarkable no one was killed with how many shots were fired. After 13 and a half hours behind bars, the 18-year-old accused of killing Clovis Vice Principal Gavin Gladding in a hit-and-run last Sunday was released early this morning, posting bail. Now neighbors near where the teen lives are speaking. Our Angelica Leilani has the reaction.
One neighbor I spoke with did not want to be identified, but tells me she has been following the news of Gladding's death and says she was shocked to find out she lives near the accused teen suspect and his family. It's been about 24 hours since CHP identified the accused suspect in the hit and run that killed the beloved Fort Washington Elementary Vice Principal Gavin Gladding as 18-year-old Rogelio Alvarez.
You have somebody living next door to you. It's crazy. Yeah.
A neighbor who lives in the rural area of Fresno County near Floral and Cedar, where CHP says the alleged truck was located, recalls what she saw near her home before the announcement of Alvarez's arrest.
I had seen 3 CHPs over here at my neighbor's. I didn't know what was going on, and they were loading up a blue truck. And I was looking out my bedroom window, and they were putting the truck up on the lift of the tow truck.
The neighbor says while it's a small area where they live, she keeps to herself and doesn't really know Alvarez and his family, but feels for the Gladdings and the Clovis community.
I feel really bad for the family, for his babies, the wife.
Officials say they received a call on Friday from Alvarez's attorney saying he would be surrendering himself. They say he turned himself in about 8:30 that night, but as of Saturday morning, officials confirmed he posted bail.
For him to be home, out, I don't think that's not right.
Angelica Leilani, KSEE 24 Local News that matters.
The Clovis Unified School District, where Gladding worked, has shared a statement today regarding that arrest. It reads in part, quote, "We are so very grateful that a suspect has been identified in the tragic hit-and-run death of Fort Washington Elementary School GIS Gavin Gladding. Our thanks go out to the CHP officers involved in the investigation, other law enforcement agencies who assisted, and the many people in our community who provided tips that helped bring this resolution for Gavin's family." And just hours after being booked into the Fresno County Jail, suspect Rogelio Alvarez is out on bail. The 18-year-old released this morning after posting the $6,100 bail amount. KSEE 24's Dennis Valera talks with a legal expert on how Alvarez may present his case.